everyone, happy early Halloween and welcome to our show today. Today we have Professor Choi from the Theology Department, and we're just here to talk to him about more about not necessarily theology, but about what he does outside of the class. You know, everyone kind of wants to know what the professor actually does. Welcome to the show today.
Thank you for having me.
So what's something that we may not know you do outside of class?
I don't do much outside of class other than taking care of my kids. So I have a son and a daughter. I have a 5-year-old daughter and a 9-year-old son. And is he 10? Maybe 10. So most of my time after here is spent playing with my son first, because I pick him up first. Unless he has sports activities, I usually play with him. I enjoy that. And then once I'm done with that, I go to pick up my daughter.
Yeah.
And then the real fun begins. I love hanging out with my daughter, and I'll play with her until my wife comes back from work, and then we'll start cooking, or if one of us is cooking, then one of the other will play with them. So mostly my life right now is parenting is what I do. When I can find some time, I like to go to the golf range and teach and play with my son. My daughter's not yet old enough to play with me yet, so
More like putt-putt for her?
Yeah, not even that yet. So I enjoy playing golf. I'm not very good at it, but when I can, I like to find myself in a driving range somewhere.
Nice. So what kind of sports does your son play then, or do you do with him besides golf?
He loves soccer. He plays a little basketball, and he does cross country. I used to play basketball in high school, so I'd like him to get into basketball so we can kind of start playing competitively.
Yeah.
But he likes soccer better, so I'm still brainwashing him, and I have not given up on that yet.
Yeah. I played soccer all growing up, and then I also am a runner too. So does he like the running or no?
He doesn't, but he's pretty good at soccer, but he doesn't have stamina.
Yeah.
So cross country is a good exercise for him to get some stamina, but also he needs a little bit of patience and, need to do things that he doesn't want to do something that he wants to do well. So he's kind of learning that kind of way of life and how important it is. So
you kind of just put him in a bunch of sports and see what they like at that point. Yeah,
why not?
You're just so young. So I mean, any other hobbies that would really surprise us besides golf or something?
I do enjoy cooking. I'm not doing as much of it anymore because my wife has picked up cooking and she's really good at it. My mother-in-law is just fantastic, and she grew up eating that, so she's really good at figuring out the right ingredient, right taste. She's clearly better than me, but I enjoy cooking. So whenever I can, I like to cook. I like to cook for my kids. They like my cooking, so. If I can find time and energy, that's what I like to do.
So what kind of foods do you cook?
I cook mostly Asian stuff. I do some Italian, but mostly any cooking that involves a lot of garlic, a lot of soy sauce is sort of my go-to cooking. I do some noodle dishes, some rice dishes. I do my version of pakrapa, which is a Thai basil, ground beef, fish sauce combination, which I like. My wife doesn't like it very much, so I don't get to cook it a lot. But when I do, my kids enjoy that too.
Nice.
My favorite dish.
So when you're not cooking, what kind of restaurants do you like around here? Because I'm not from Lexington, but I've tried a lot of places around. I'm not from Louisville. I'm from Lexington. But
well, Louisville's supposed to be this kind of ethnic center of all these different kind of food, and I tried a lot of it. I am, and my wife is pretty picky, and we're snots when it comes to restaurants, and so we don't have a lot of restaurants that we go to, but we have several that we regularly go. My wife is a New Yorker through and through. You can tell if you talk to her for 5 minutes, you know she's from New York. She doesn't know how to beat around the bush. Very direct, which I love about her.
It's good to have someone in the family like that.
Yes. I'm not like that, so I need someone if I need to talk to people. But I'm from Chicago, so I'm kind of Chicago deep dish kind of person, and my wife is a New Yorker, thin kind of a pizza person.
Yeah.
And so we found a place where, as a New Yorker, she finds this to be authentic New York pizza. So we go to a place called Old School New York Style Pizza, which is in Pewee Valley.
Okay.
There's one in Norton Commons too, but I like the one in Pewee Valley. So we go to there regularly. We like what used to be called Pho Balu. I don't know what it's called now. They have different ownership. Moonstruck or Moonshine, I forget. But this one pho place that we go to. Everywhere else is just downhill from there.
Yeah.
So we go there quite often. And then we get some fried chicken from CM Chicken in Norton Commons.
Okay.
So those are kind of our go-to. Oh,
Yeah.
and Sichuan Garden, which is the one Chinese place that we like going.
Okay.
In Hartsborn.
Yeah.
Area.
Yeah, like on Bardstown, there's like places like Spinelli's and Imprezelli's. Have you been to either of those?
I've been to
Yeah.
both of those.
Yeah, I love both of those.
We like it okay.
Yeah. I like the big slices though. Yeah.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So, what do you think? So, like from being from Chicago and like compared to here, I mean, how do you like the city life different than up there?
Well, Chicago people are. So I didn't live in downtown Chicago, so that's a different breed. Those
Yeah.
people are different. I lived in the burbs, northern burbs, and they are. When I moved to the States, that was the first place I lived in, a little town called Northbrook, Chicago, Illinois, and people were so slow. I mean,
Really?
it took me so long to get used to Midwesterners and how slow they are.
That kind of surprising me. I guess like Chicago always has a lot of traffic in general, but
Yeah, so the downtown area
Yeah.
and all that, they're different breed. But once
Yeah.
you go up to the suburbs, if you've been to Minnesota or Wisconsin, people are kind of relaxed, and I'm not. I come from a culture where everything's fast, everything's about
Yeah.
efficiency, and so it took me a little bit of getting used to. But that's what I love about Chicago now is the slow pace of life. I love baseball for that reason. I like.
so you're a Cubs fan?
I'm a huge Cubs
Yeah,
fan.
they were. I mean, they did pretty well this year.
Nah, they did okay.
Yeah.
They could have done better.
A little better,
But we've won one World Series in the last 100 years. So, I mean, I'm a diehard fan
Yeah.
either way. So I like that slow pace of life.
yeah.
And then I lived in New York for high school and then my first job, which is much faster pace, and I was used to that. So when I first moved to Louisville, I was like, my God, these people are slow. And they actually line up when they exit out of a highway. New Yorkers don't do that.
No.
You go all the way up to the exit and then sneak in, and that's why you cause all that traffic.
Yeah.
These Southern hospitality, I don't know what it is, but they line up and they wait for their
Yeah.
turn. And so it took me a little bit of getting used to. But now, when I go visit my in-laws in New York, it's suffocating. I can't live in their place anymore.
Yeah.
So I like Louisville in the sense that Louisville is kind of in between, like too slow and too fast.
Yeah.
And so I like that balance.
Yeah. Because I have lots of family in Chicago, so it's like I go there a lot. So I like my sister lives up there, and she actually just ran the Chicago Marathon.
Ooh.
It was awesome. Like, wasn't there, but it's kind of cool. Like I could track her like on like the website and stuff, like going up all around like downtown and stuff. And then like my aunt and cousins live up there.
Cool,
yeah.
cool. It's a.
Yeah.
I think it's the cleanest large city
Yeah.
in this country, and
Yeah.
and they keep it well. The Magnificent Mile is always fun to walk around, and it's clean. People are friendly. So yeah, I love Chicago.
Yeah, I always enjoy going there because it honestly is pretty clean for a bigger city,
Oh, yeah.
like in the U.S.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. But yeah. So, what's kind of like a funny thing that's happened in class? Then you think that's like you've seen in a while or like in the past?
Funny thing that happened in the classroom. In one of my intro classes, I was giving some example about something, and my students, man, they somehow brought me into this rabbit hole. They kind of manipulated in a way that I start talking about my personal stuff, and then I start talking about my past. relationships, and at some point I was like, I really felt like I want to lie down like in a therapy session.
Yeah.
And I was like, what are you guys doing to me? Like, you have somehow manipulated this whole class conversation to talking about my past. Is this being recorded? Is my wife gonna see this? Okay, anyway, yeah, so that was funny. Sometimes my students, because of kind of relaxed atmosphere, they like to take me down a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And I try not to go there too much unless it's like relevant to what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But there was that one time when I just went down that rabbit hole,
Yeah.
and I'm like, how come all the girls that you dated have same names? Is that a weird thing? I'm like, no, it just was an accident. Then why am I talking about this? And so the whole class had a blast talking about that.
Yeah, it's kind of like you didn't realize who you were talking to. You had to remember you're talking to your students, not like a therapist or something.
That's right. That's right.
Well, I think that's good for our show today. It was kind of fun to learn the behind the scenes of just his family life and all that. So, yeah. So thank you for having you on the show today.
Thanks for having me. This
Yeah.
was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.